The first pick in the 2020 draft.
To win a national championship and build them into a Super Bowl team. Welcome to the program.
Oh, come on, PJ. It's not going to be that bad. You don't even know what's going to happen yet. We've still got a whole lot of prospects to go through. Boz, Carl, they're with me. What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing today? What's going on, Jared? Boz, Carl, how you guys doing?
I'm doing awesome. That made my day. Had no idea that was coming.
That was incredible. I was like, this is awkward. We've been sitting here for 20
My
seconds.
bad. I wanted to get a couple
happening.
People in, and
and then all of a sudden, boom, it hits, and you're like, this is why we're here.
Yeah, I was trying to let some people trickle in, let it go. You know, the intro's not that long, so I wanted people to try and catch it. But we're back, week 4. We got Boz back with us today. We are going to start with League 2. We've just kind of been doing League 2 first to begin with the past couple weeks, so might as well keep it going with that. So we'll kick it right off with that. Boz, how many recruits do we have going today? And we will actually, I take that back, Carl. We want to talk about the recruiting classes. While doing that, did not get the picture loaded up, so I can't post the picture on here for that. But you want to talk about the recruiting classes that Nate worked very hard to put together for us.
Yeah, this is absolutely incredible what Nate put together. I mean, he has number of recruits, recruiting score, and of course, Du Bois, UCSD is number 1. And, you know, he was the only one to submit something separately. And, I mean, he said, show all the other recruits. This is the weather they want to be playing in. It was this beautiful picture of a beach. Like, totally get why he is leading the recruiting game. And overall, between both leagues combined, he's number 1 at 24. And we have three schools without a recruit yet, but they're just taking their time, waiting, seeing when it's time for them to get theirs. But I mean, I wish you guys could see the graphic. We can actually post it in the league. Only one little stipulation though. We're not sure if UNC has Will Shipley in League 2 or if USC has him. So once that's figured out, we'll let you guys see it. But Powerhouse is up at the top.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this pulled up here. Maybe I can get it. I just tried to no, I already closed out of my email. I was going to try and see if I can pull it up in my email really quick.
Oh, you're good.
We'll
be more prepared next week.
Yeah, that's my bad. I forgot all about that.
Better.
Forgot all about that. Let's see if I can just click on here. Let's see. That probably just worked. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. I can share that. So let's go. There we go. All right, so that's what Nate did for everybody right there. I'll blow that up on the big screen there so everybody can look at it. So there's a breakdown of what Carl was just talking about. Unfortunately, those last 3 schools there that Carl was talking about have yet to get anybody, but I mean, there's still a lot to go on. I mean, obviously UNC and UCSD have kind of been killing it the past couple weeks, getting a lot of the, not just the top guys, but it seems like everyone that they're in the running for, they have got. That's eventually got to change. At least we would hope or think. So that'll change a lot of schools here's fortune on that list. Nate will continue to work on that. I'm sure it was really cool of him to do. So make sure to tell him in the chat thank you, because he didn't have to do something like that for us. It was pretty cool of him to do. Now let's jump in to League 2 here. Boz, tell us how many recruits we've got going, and then who the first guy is that we will be talking about today.
So there are 26 players in commitment mode at the moment, and 8 of them will be committing today. First off, are we going from the bottom?
Yeah. I'll start at the bottom.
Kamaro Edmonds, the running back, it's going to UNC, and J-Wack is in first with 70%. Then we got Stoops with 20, and Garrett with 10. Hopefully Garrett doesn't get this guy.
Yeah, I know. He's just going to keep moving himself up that list. All right, so here we go. We'll kick it off right here. We're starting again with League Two. Running back Kamaro Edmonds here, and it is not going to be Garrett for once or UNC or USC. So Jared gets his recruit here. Running back Kamaro Edmonds. I don't really know off the top of my head how many Jared has, so
this might be his second. I think he got one last week. Well, actually, we just had the sheet. And then I let it slip away. This is Jared's third recruit.
Gotcha. All right. So
all the people without a recruit have a chance today. Every single one of them.
Well, let's hope they all land somebody, because I know the pain of not getting anybody, and now I've got my one guy. So we'll see where that goes. Who we got next here, Stoops?
We got Byron Cardwell, the running back who's uncommitted. He's down to his top 5 schools. He's got Cal, FSU, Florida, A&M, and UCLA. He's looking at all of them. Not sure when he's going to commit, but today he's going to be committing in the program to either Coach Byfield, Coach Stoops, or Coach Whalen.
You know what? I'm hoping for Coach Whalen here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pulling a little bit. And shit. Okay, well, it's not gonna be him. Right as I click on it. So we're going pretty chalky here so far. So Raju is going to get Byron Cardwell, the running back here. That makes his
third.
Yeah, we do need Nick to get on the board here. We need all these guys to get somebody here, because this is not looking pretty for some of these guys. So that's, what'd you say? That's Raj's third one you said there, Carl?
Yep.
Man, all these guys, the rich keep getting richer. All right, who we got next here, Boz?
Next we got Seven McGee.
7.
Beautiful name. Running back for Oregon, and we got Teach with 70%, Coach Mailer with 20%, and J-Wack with 10%.
Florida. Of course it's Florida and UCLA here in on this one again. Both those guys have been killing it. One of them is going to end up landing him right now. What does Washington have right now? Does anybody know off the top of their head?
He has 1.
He is 1? All right. I'm rooting for Washington then at this point. All right. So it is still going to be Washington.
That's good.
Still pretty chalky today. I'm really hoping that chalk sticks when we get to League One here, because I know I'm chalky on one guy. I need some upsets later. All right, now we're moving on to a quarterback. We just did 3 straight running backs and Seven McGee, Byron Cardwell, and Kamaro Edmonds. Now we've got up Sawyer Robinson, correct?
Yep.
Robertson.
QB for Mississippi State, and Nate's in the lead here with 70%. Carl's got 20%, and Coach Kerp has 10%.
So Carl's hoping that this is where the chalk ends, I would assume.
I'm willing to share some recruits here.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Hawaii. Yeah, same here. Right. He doesn't have anybody, so all right, let's find out. Maryland. Golly.
I did all I could.
Oh man. I'm not really liking all this chalk today. It's not a lot of
Hawaii moved up to second place.
Seinfeld? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a really big... Well, no, I won't finish that sentence just in case I don't want to get crucified in the chat there. All right, who is...
I'm not either, Matt.
Next up, we've got wide receiver. First wide receiver for the day. We actually we're about to go on a run of wide receivers here for League Two. Who we got here, Boz?
This guy was a hot topic. Christian Leary had a whole bunch of points towards him, and our top 3 were Carl, Coach Mailer, and J-Wack.
Oh, the chalk's got to stop at some point. It feels like it's here.
Oh.
This could end my run of Oklahoma recruits too.
Ooh,
That's right. You got a bunch of them, right?
All I have is Oklahoma guys. Link, take care of my boys.
All right. Let's see here. Oh no, what happened?
You're good, I think.
Oh well,
Yeah,
a
that's
different
good.
window just popped up on my computer for some reason. It took me completely off this for a second. All right, here we go. Well, there you go. Good call, Carl.
Whoa.
The chalk ended here, unfortunately for you. All right,
This hurts.
it's go, man. Florida.
See, if
dude,
it
I
was
swear.
Jared, I'd be okay with it. Florida's right on my tail for recruiting.
Florida's
Gotta
killing
keep
it.
them away.
I know, man. Like, geez, we got Ray in the house now. I know. I'm sorry, Hawaii. I really am sorry, man. I feel like you're just getting boned every single week. All right, let's keep moving on. I mean, hey,
You win some, you lose some.
exactly. Or I can't. We can't even say that for some of these guys. They're unfortunately losing all.
Gavin Blackwell's up next, a wide receiver committed to UNC, and Garrett, of course, is in first with 70%.
Of course.
We got Teach with 20% and JWAC with 10.
Oh man. Okay. Sorry. I was trying to close that out. All right. So we got, you said UNC at 70, Washington. Who was the last one?
Jared and Garrett got to share some of these North Carolina guys.
Yeah. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really glad that most of these are just like 3 people today. League One's got to make this shit difficult and have like 5 and 6 guys on these guys. All right. So Gavin Blackwell, wide receiver, not UCLA, not Washington. So Garrett continues his dominance as well. I swear we should just, do we just want to just let North Carolina and Florida go in and pick who they want so we can just end this already and then leave some for the rest of us?
Hey, the nice thing is they're not going to be able to keep all these guys.
I
some
know,
of them
but
are popping back out.
They're gonna have to go back out. Oh man, it's frustrating. I mean, I guess I can't say I'm not even in this league, but I'm frustrated for you guys. All right, who we got next, boss?
We got Cody Jackson, another Oklahoma guy.
Oh.
Wouldn't be surprised if Carl lands him. Wide receiver, and Carl's got the best odds. He's got 70%. JWAC's got 20, and Florida has 10%.
I swear, if I lose this one too, I'm walking out of the room.
All right,
He's
here we go.
Oklahoma, so that's got to be it, right?
It is not UCLA, not Florida. So there
There
you
we
go.
go. Yep.
Yeah.
You got
It's the
yours.
Oklahoma thing.
All right.
I'm not recruiting anybody else, but guys headed to Oklahoma.
So what? We've only had one upset so far here on League 2. That's gonna kind of suck. I feel like that means it's all gonna come here on League 1.
Hey, Brian Thomas, now we can't have an upset here because, or I guess we can, but we can't have anything chalk here because it's a 45-10 split with the wide receiver committed to LSU between Coach Watkins, Coach Byfield, and Nate with 10%.
I mean, it could be an upset. Rice could get it. I mean, you would think one of the 45s are going to get it, but
I think he deserves it for all that work on this power rankings sheet.
I mean,
It's true.
Jared, you got 3 guys already at least. I mean, at least you've got 3. Like, there's some of us who have 1, none. Save some for the rest of us.
PJ.
Oh, I didn't even see what he said. I clicked off that really quick. What did he say?
He said we need to do League 1 first when Chalk actually wins.
Oh, yeah, I know. Hey, I'm actually kind of right there with you, PJ. One of the guys I really want. I'm the chalk guy on it. I feel like I'm not going to get him. All right, so Brian Thomas, wide receiver. He is not going Cal, not going Georgia. So Rice does get the upset. I guess, see, I told you. You can't say there won't be an upset. All right, so that right there. I know. I'm sorry, Jared. I'm talking all this crap, and then watch. I'm gonna lose out on all. I think I'm in on 3 right now, and I'm gonna lose out on all 3 of them here in a minute. All right, so give us a breakdown there of who ended up with the 8 recruits. Right, we did 8 already. Shit, that went faster than I thought it was going to. Give us a breakdown on those 8 recruits there for League 2, Boz, and who got who.
Kamaro Edmonds ended up at UCLA. Byron Cardwell ended up on at Cal with Coach Byfield. Seven McGee, he committed to Coach Teach's team. Not quite sure what it is off the top of my head.
Hawaii, I believe, right? Is he? No, he's not Hawaii. He's Washington.
Washington, yep. Sawyer Robinson ends up at Rice. Christian Leary ends up at Maryland with Carl. And Gavin Blackwell ends up at UNC. Cody Jackson ends up.
I got Cody. Christian Leary went to Florida.
Okay, yep. I was thinking it was all Chuck.
Not all
Cody
Chuck.
Jackson ended up at Maryland, ends up at Rice.
There we go. We
All right.
We have a hidden Matt.
Yeah, sorry, I was typing this stuff in, and I didn't want just my face there to be making weird things as I'm trying to read this and do all that other stuff. So I figured it would be better. It will be rest in peace, Matt, here in a minute if I lose out on all three of them. Am I in on 3 or 2? I know I'm in on 2 for sure. 3.
You're in on 2.
3.
Yeah, you're in 3, but let's be honest, you're only in on 2.
But hey, we've seen some upsets today.
That's true. That's true.
Who's at Rice?
Brian Thomas
cut out
is at Rice.
Brian Thomas. All right. Let's get this bad boy back up here and get going. Boz, give us a breakdown here on League One. How many recruits we've got? If you want to go through the names really quick, and then we'll start here at the very bottom.
Yeah, I think Boz should do it since he's the commissioner for League One. We have 18 guys who have reached the threshold that in commitment mode, and we have 7 of them committing today. But like I posted, there's 9 guys that are less than 20 points away. So that threshold is going to get restocked right away, especially with some of the guys who are committing this week. Starting with Bayron Morton. And yes, Austin, that is a real name. And this is our first 80-20 split, actually. Penn State and Tulane. So Penn State looking for their first recruit.
Dear God, let this go chalk. Please let this go chalk.
Shane, I'll feel really
you gotta
bad,
give him this one.
but
I'm just
want
gonna
him.
I'm gonna just click on one. I'm not even gonna play games here. So okay, there you go, Shane.
Okay.
There we go. You
We got his first.
You've got your
Definitely
first
not
recruit
mad.
here. It feels a little. I would hope a little bit better here today. So Thursday morning is going to taste a little bit sweeter now that you've actually gotten your first recruit. Who we got next here, Carl?
Next we got Eli Stowers, the QB. He's picking between Texas, Ohio State, and UC Davis. But Matt, you posted that the Buckeyes will have the Heisman winner at the end of the year and a Natty next year.
They will. That's right. Exactly. Yes, they will.
In this league, are they going to have the Heisman and win a Natty?
Oh, no. I was talking about this year. Yeah, Justin Fields is winning the Heisman this year. And guess who has Justin Fields on their team? That's this guy.
There you go.
You can't see me pointing at myself, but I'm pointing at myself. And
I just wanted to make sure you did.
Yes, and I will win League Ones next year. Absolutely. It's not even a question. I have no competition in there. No offense, boss, or anybody else that's paying attention. I'm going to win that, and then I'm going to just run away with all these points. Yes, Nathan, we've been doing League 2 first now, since you guys seem to be clamoring in the chat for it all the time as soon as we start up. So if you want, we can. What team are you? Who, Jared? Are you talking about Nathan? He's Rice. You did land somebody, Nathan. Who did he land again? Was it
Brian Thomas?
Brian Thomas.
Yep, another LSU receiver, and he got Sawyer Robertson.
Son of a bitch.
All right, so on to Eli Stowers here for League One again. Texas, Ohio State, and UC Davis. In all three of us, I know Texas does. I do. Does UC Davis already have a recruit? Or are they?
Yes, they have Caleb Williams.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So here we go. Not UC Davis, not Ohio State. So Texas. Fuck. All right. So you had a pretty good week last week too.
Texas has won. 2 weeks ago. They've gotten every recruit they've been 70 on. So they just seem to finish, unlike Tom Herman.
Yeah, that is a problem. It is. Yeah, for sure.
Next, we have Christian Leary. He did commit in League 2. Here, he's deciding between UCF and Pitt. We do have the PCAA is still investigating allegations of Kane spiking the water at USF to get these wide receivers. So,
how many recruits does Kane have now? What are we sitting at here? Has he got 1, 2? You're coming.
He's got AG, a guy, your favorite.
A guy
right now, and he also got another big name receiver. I think he got Ja'Cory Brooks. Yep.
Sorry, I'm running through these comments really quick. He doesn't set his lineups. I don't think anybody's setting lineups. Are you guys setting your lineups? I actually have been. I was at
I've
first,
been
and then
setting
I
mine.
stopped just because I
I
wanted to
haven't
see
in
where it
college.
would go. Yeah. You are in on someone, Ray. I can't remember. It's actually you'll be coming up here right now. You only got the one guy though, I think, this week. All right, so back on to Christian Leary. You said it was who again? USF, Kane, and Pitt, which is Austin. So let's see here. Ooh, so Pitt pulls the
Ooh.
upset.
That's those allegations coming back to bite him. I think he's in the clear the rest of the season.
Karma.
Let's hope so. Hey, you know what? Damn, I actually
He does spike
would-
everything though, and I don't blame him. I would too.
I would have loved to
But
have
not
that
at Maryland.
upset.
Not at
That
Maryland.
upset
We definitely
come.
don't do that.
I would love for that upset to come here instead of against Christian Leary, but whatever. All right, who do we got next here, Carl?
Next is Shadrach Banks. Garrett, I know, enjoyed my joke when he was committing the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. But here we got Georgia Tech at 70, Texas at 20, and Ohio State at 10.
Georgia
So
Tech.
another receiver going off the board.
Oh,
But
no.
there's 4 QBs committing this week in League One.
How close are we again to so many more popping up here on this sheet? You said
Less than 20 points away from 9 more guys, which means if guys are recruiting the same way they have been, all 9 of those will go. And I'm sure other ones will pop in too.
interesting. All right, so I'll leave that there for a minute as we go to Mr. Banks here. Fuck me, not Ohio State, not Georgia Tech. Man, I'm sorry, Ray. For the Ray turns in for his first show here, and then he ends up getting screwed. It's probably just it's bad karma, Ray. Don't turn in anymore. Just don't tune in. Just watch it on replay because you've won the other ones. But Texas, I mean, I feel like Texas has won every single one of them. Yeah, I don't know, Jared. I honestly don't know who that is either.
He's a wide receiver.
I'm worried some
Oh, I
people
know.
are just like putting random names on here. Yeah, this is.
I
I told you. You know what? Starting next
Guy,
week.
guy.
Starting next week, we're doing League One first. I'm tired of all these upsets coming on League One. I think that's the issue here.
All right, these last 3 are 3 big names who guys have been. I mean, the points for these guys is ridiculous. Jake Garcia is going to lead it off, though. QB, headed to USC. Debate of if he's from Georgia or California, though. So the top one, Penn State. Shane trying to get his second QB and second recruit. UCS State and Stanford tied at 15.
All right, here we go. I swear, I'm not even going to say it. It'll just be
Yeah,
bad.
you can't. Just click.
I know. I'm
Ray-
going. I'm just building the
Ray
suspense. really
joining the
quick.
boning club.
All right. Oh, I'm so scared to hit 2. Golly.
Oh,
Wow, UCSD. He's going for the beaches.
This is ridiculous, man.
He must
Yeah,
have sent that picture to him.
insanely unlucky.
Oh,
I
yeah, we
mean,
got to
like-
do League One first next week.
What does he got to do, man? What does he got to do? This is.
I think it's just the close with the recruits. It's just not working. There's nothing though. There's no words for. I can only imagine.
All
right, Will Shipley.
All right, let's go. Will Shipley. Running
Stanford
back.
at 70. Here you go, PJ. Here's where you can get boned. He seems like he's been wanting to get boned all week.
It seems like it. You keep
UCSD
talking about
and
it.
USF at 15.
I don't want to see any complaining in the chat here, PG. Get boned. It is exactly what Carl said. You've been talking about it, wanting it all week. So, all right, here we go. Will Shipley. Not USF, not UCSD. So Stanford does come away with them. He's going to get Will Shipley.
Hey, no boning this week, PJ. Maybe next week.
All right. Here's the interesting one, and one that I'm not gonna lie. If shit goes sideways here, I'm just gonna end the stream because I'm gonna break my computer.
So next, Sam Heward.
5 people here, 5 teams in on Mr.
5.
Heward.
So we're hitting the 1,000 balls in this bucket.
Jeez. Do
So
you
we
know how
have
many
Ohio State
recruiting
at
points?
700. Oh, I
Yeah,
can
do you
see
know-
real quick.
Yeah, I was saying off the top of your head, how many? Because I know I went in pretty heavily
Oh, it's
on
on
him.
it's on the same sheet for me. He is at 678.
Wow.
He is the
Golly.
highest of any recruit except for LJ Johnson. And if you're recruiting LJ, I'll just say this: keep recruiting him because he's got 1,000 points on him right now.
Wow. Ja'Cory Brooks in League 2 has over 1,000 as well.
So yeah, here we have Stanford 200, Texas A&M, UCSD, and USF. This would be an incredible upset. A 3.3 percenter. And we just went chalk last time too, man.
Carl,
So-
shut up. Let's not do this. I really just want to click right on one and let's just end this misery right now because I'm not going to like this. We're going to go from the bottom up here, I guess. Oh, God. I swear if Stanford wins this, that's all I'm going to do all week now is complain about getting boned in the chat so that I get it. Okay. I'm pitting out over here, fellas. This is not good.
Oh,
No. I can't
oh
click on
no.
it. I can't click on it.
This would be insane.
All right, here we go. All right.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
all that matters. That's all that matters right there. Is that number one team. So Ohio State, we've got two now.
Both from Washington.
That's what I've been going for. Oh, I told Carl, well, I think I told everybody this. I don't know, but me and Carl were talking about it. All in on Washington. I got both my guys, so I'm happy with it. Good to go.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
what counts. All right.
I agree with
You want
Jared
me to
there.
break this down?
Yeah, go ahead and break it down. Then I'll add one thing on there real quick.
Perfect. I'll let you say your piece. Just a minute. Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. Bayron Martin going to Penn State, Eli Stowers to Texas, Christian Leary to Pitt, in an upset, Shadrach Banks to Texas in another upset, Jake Garcia to UCSD, who just keeps piling on the recruits. He's at 6 now. Stanford gets Will Shipley, and the Ohio State gets Sam Heward.
Thank you for saying
You're
the.
welcome.
It hurts a little bit when people don't. I like what Jared said there, and I agree. We haven't really talked about that much, but I think that's something we should talk about if we get a chance with you guys and talking about some of those other guys who have a ton of points on them, or maybe not necessarily naming names, but like how many players are getting close and stuff like that. Because only as a pipeline. Hey, same here, PJ. Same here. You win some, you lose some. I think we both have two
both.
recruits. So yeah. That's all I wanted. I'm good. You know what? I'll quit now. Hey, I won't even recruit anymore. I think Carl can vouch for this. A lot of the guys you have to scroll down on my list a little bit to find some of the people I'm recruiting. I'm not even recruiting a lot of those those top end guys right now. So, but I mean, yeah, we've got
down at the bottom. I don't get.
Yeah.
I don't understand them.
I'm just trying to be contrarian. I want to be that one guy. I want to be that guy when the recruit pops up and you're like, yeah, it's only one school and it's Ohio State. I don't care if he's a 2-star. I just want him. I want to get my guy, and that's all that matters. All right, we'll be back next week again. Sheets are due in by Friday. I believe, what is it? Is it next week? I think is week 8 of the college football season. No, it's in a couple weeks. I don't know. Raju said something about week 8 in there. It's a couple weeks away, isn't it? We're only in week 6.
No, it is. It is week 8, isn't it?
Fuck. I thought it was
Or week
6.
7.
Is it week 7 this week or week 6?
What were the 2 weeks that we were doing?
It's week 4 and week 8. That's what I was trying to give people.
So we're still a couple
heads up
weeks
now.
away.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I thought he made it seem in there. I was like, oh shit, I need to make sure I go back in there and adjust the waivers because shit's not working on MFL. At least I can get one of them right.
Hey, you got your hands in a lot of pots. Plus, you made that sick video to start.
Yeah, I mean that's up to those two, man. I literally have no idea about any of those sheets. That's all Carl and Boz. If they want to give you guys something, I'm all for it as well. Whatever you guys want to say. Do you guys have that?
Tell you, if you want
The
Ja'Cory
top
Brooks,
3
you better be throwing all your points.
The top 3 recruited, uncommitted guys. LJ Johnson in League 1. Will Shipley just committed. Mario Williams. I'm trying to see who else is up there.
Yeah,
Bo
I'm pulling
Collins.
that up right now.
Those are the 3. Bo Collins, Mario Williams, and I don't remember. LJ Johnson.
So what you're telling me is if I were to try to start recruiting LJ Johnson now, I've got no shot by the way you're talking about it. I might have to throw 20 points at him now.
I think basically every team who's in on him has spent basically all their points every week.
That's all right. I'll throw 20 points on. Let's see what happens. Boz, were you able to get yours?
There's
yep,
only
in league,
there's only 3 teams who haven't.
Am I one of them?
League
I honestly
2?
don't know if I've recruited for him. I'm one of. Okay, cool. I didn't think I did or didn't. Go ahead, Boz.
Ja'Cory Brooks is in the lead by a lot of points, and then we have Donovan Edwards and Dante Thornton.
How many schools are in on those two guys? Is it just like the top 3? Is there 5, 6?
There's at least 5 for all of them.
All right, interesting. So a lot of names could be popping up here in the next couple of weeks, as both of them have said, and we'll try and do more of that as well. Again, that's more stuff that they have to do. I don't really have, so I guess I can say that it's really clearly if Boz and Carl have the time to do it. I mean, I'm not going to make them do that stuff, but if they can, they'll bring little tidbits like that every single week. We're gonna work on getting that recruiting class stuff done if Nate can do it, and we'll talk more about that every week as well. We appreciate everybody tuning in, and we'll be back again next Wednesday. Reminder, get your sheets in by Friday. If you can't, please let Boz or Carl know that you can't, so they're, have time to get everything done. Did we get the League One recap? Yes, but I'm sure Carl can run through it again real quick, Kane.
Yep. And hey, we had 11 of 12 this week.
Was I the one who didn't get it in on time? Because I'm not gonna lie.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Well, I completely
We won't
forgot. I
name
did it
names.
like
We
6
won't
o'clock
name
in the
names.
morning Saturday, and I was like, "Fuck! I hope
I
I
have
didn't
an
notice,"
idea.
because I completely forgot.
Yeah, no, I don't look at 6 a.m. on Saturday.
Okay.
So if you get it in by then, you're good too. So Bayron Morton going to Penn State, Eli Stowers to Texas, Christian Leary to Pitt, Shadrach Banks to Texas, Jake Garcia to UCSD, Will Shipley to Stanford, and Sam Heward to Ohio State.
Oh, come on. The Ohio State. You did it so well earlier, and then you messed it up.
To the Ohio State. Sorry. I
Thank
had it
you,
written
thank
there.
All right, guys. We will be back again next week. I've got to go, so I'm out of here. Thank you guys again for jumping on with us, and we'll see you again next week.
Have a good
All
night.
right, see ya.